Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of College Ball with J-Dog. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Today's our prediction show. We got a huge slate of games this week, y'all. Very huge slate. We even got a couple of good ones on Friday. We're going to cover all of it. I'm going to give y'all my best bet of the week. I'm going to give you my upset pick of the week. I've hit my upset pick 3 out of 4 weeks, and I've hit my best bet every week so far, besides one. That was West Virginia over Ohio. I ain't perfect, but I've been doing pretty good, y'all. So if you like the sports books, if you like to bet, hop on my best bet, hop on my upset pick. Before we get going, y'all do that YouTube stuff for me. You already know what it is. Smash that thumbs up for me. Get in that comment section. Hit that bell. Ding. Go up, hit all. I hope you get my videos. If you're subscribed already, I appreciate the hell out of you. These videos are hard to get done some days. When you got a baby that's about to be 5 months old, going through sleep regression, learning how to yell and scream at you. She's hilarious. And you got a son that's 13 and you got work. And I'm always here for y'all. So, y'all subscribe to the channel, please. It helped me out tremendously. I enjoy doing these. I hope y'all enjoy watching them. First game we're going to go over the Vols versus Mississippi State. And then we'll go over the Friday night games and all the other games. I always like to cover my Vols last on these videos. I'm going to cover them first this time, so if you're a Vol fan, here we go. We got Vols versus Mississippi State. Started at 9.5, it's down 7.5, y'all. Some Tennessee fans are a little more confident in this game than I am. First of all, it's a road game in the SEC. They're hard, no matter who you're playing. Second of all, Mississippi State was already beat Arizona State. Arizona State ain't lost since. The over-under is 61.5. ESPN FPI loves us about 74%, 23%, okay? I don't bet on Tennessee. That's my one rule. But I will make my picks on it. I don't bet on them because I feel like if they lose, it's my fault. I'm that type of fan. I wear the same outfit every Saturday till we lose. When we do lose, I'll change a thing or two about my outfit, and I'll rock it till we lose again. Don't cut my hair. I don't shave during football season. I'm one of those. If you know one like me, shout out in the comment section. Tell me if you know a Tennessee fan or any fan like me that is so superstitious and crazy about it. If I was betting, like I said, I do not bet on Tennessee games. But if I was, I would take Tennessee in the points. I think we win by about 10. I think it's close most of the game. We pull away at the end. We're pretty sure we do get Jackson Moy back this week, which is huge. And word on the street is we got a bye week next week. So word on the street is Jermod McCoy will be back for Arkansas, which is huge going down the stretch because that's been the one weak point on our defense so far is the secondary. And it's not their fault. We literally lost an all-SEC player, and we ain't got our All-American back yet. We had to throw a true freshman into the fire. He's played good. Played his ass off for a true freshman. Georgia picked on him. That's just good coaching. Something I've seen today, though, that is really cool. Mississippi State's doing a wideout. So the Vols are going down to Starkville in all orange, baby. We're doing the orange jerseys, the orange pants. Last time we wore home uniforms on the road was at LSU in 2022. We wore the grays. I think it'd be pretty cool to wear the grays on the road again, but I love the all orange uniforms. They're one of my favorites. I love the road uniforms when we wear the white pants and the white jersey and the orange pants. We usually do that once a year. This second time orange on orange, we did it last game against UAB. I said I'd take Tennessee to cover. The over-under 61.5. Josh Pate, if you know who he is, he says he's leaning towards the under. I personally would too. Well, let's see. Let me add up here. Yeah, I think there'd be about 59, 60 points scored in this game. So I'd go the under 2 on that. So give me the Vols covering the spread. I think they win by about 10. Starkville's a tough place to play. They got the freaking cowbells that'll ring your damn ears off. The only team in the whole conference that gets to have any artificial noise. That's it. Just Starkville. Because it's tradition. We're going to start with these Friday night games now, y'all, and then we'll get into Saturday. Friday night, if you don't know, them Friday night games, there seems to be a lot of weird things going on in them Friday night games. So, we got FSU on the road at Virginia. The spread 7.5. Virginia's actually played really good this year. I don't see them beating Florida State. I could see them covering because Florida State, since they played Bama, has played 2 scrubs. I mean, I think pretty sure one, maybe both of them was Division II teams. Can't remember right now. It's only 60% Florida State, 40 Virginia from the FPI, y'all. I'm going to take Virginia to cover. I think Florida State wins. Probably by about 7. Now, half a point's huge in Vegas. If you bet, you know. Many of people's been screwed over by that half a point. Give me Virginia to cover, Florida State to win. Now, Friday night games are just wonky, y'all. Virginia's actually been a pretty good team so far this year. They've not been great, but they've been pretty good. I'm going to take them to cover. I think Morris has looked really good for them. He struggled when he was at other schools, and he went Division II or Group of 5. Now he's a senior. He looks pretty decent, honestly. What's our next game? Oh, another Friday night game. This is a really good Friday night game. There's good Friday night games this week, y'all. TCU, Arizona State. That's a pretty good matchup. That's Arizona State isn't ranked anymore. They're getting punished for that Mississippi State loss, y'all. It's at 9 o'clock Friday night. TCU's looked really good. TCU's beat the hell out of North Carolina. Who else did they? They beat SMU last week. This game's about dead even on the FPI, y'all. The spread is Arizona State 2.5. I like TCU in this game. I picked TCU to be one of the underrated teams coming into the season. Their over-under win total is like 6.5. I picked them as one of my underrated teams. I'm gonna take TCU money line. That's technically an upset. Arizona State's only favored because of the home points you get from Vegas. But that's going to be my upset of the week, y'all. Friday night, TCU over Arizona State. TCU's looked really good, y'all. Arizona State's looked pretty good after the Mississippi State game. They even, in the second half of the Mississippi State game, they looked good. But then Mississippi State pulled off that crazy play at the end, got the win. I'm taking TCU in the upset. That's my upset pick of the week, TCU over Arizona State. So that could hit Friday night, y'all. Up next, This game could have been bigger, but Arkansas fucked around and got beat by Memphis. Blew an 18-point lead. Fumbled the ball at the 7-yard line. Cost me all kinds of money. Had like a 5-6 leg parlay. I just needed Arkansas to cover the 6.5. They was up by 18. I was already counting my money. Then they choked. I still think they can win this game, though. Notre Dame's defense has been suspect at best, y'all. The FPI likes Notre Dame 56-44. Vegas has Notre Dame favored by 6.5. The over-under 64.5. That's a lot of points, y'all. If that was Notre Dame last year, that would have never hit because their defense was really good last year. This year, their defense on the struggle bus. Arkansas's defense on the struggle bus. This game could get in the 40s. Just both teams in the 40s. Like the Arkansas-Texas A&M game did. I really want to take Arkansas in the upset here. But I can't do it. Not after that Memphis game. I just can't. It's in Fayetteville. Give me Arkansas on the points. I think Notre Dame wins by like 3-6. So I'm going to take Arkansas on the points, y'all. I've had a great year so far. Honestly, I'm like 65-70%. I don't know how that got changed to week 3 on that ticker down there. Y'all ignore that. We're too far in the video for me to start over. I'm just going to edit it. If Notre Dame's going to get right, they better get right this week because they got Arkansas and USC left on the schedule, and USC looks tough. If they want any chance at a playoff run, it starts this week. My heart's want me to pick upset for Arkansas, but my brain's telling me Notre Dame's going to win. So I'm going to take Arkansas to the cover, like I said. I've had a damn good year so far. I'm batting like 65-70%, y'all. This week right here, there's a lot of tight matchups. Could go either way. If I do good this week, I'm going to be feeling myself, y'all, because they are literally – all these games are like right neck and neck, y'all. Up next, we got Ohio State and Washington, y'all. This game's a sleeper good game. If you're just a casual college football fan, you don't know much about Washington, you're going to say, oh, Ohio State will beat the hell out of them. And Ohio State could do that. Jedd Fisch is a good coach at Washington, y'all. Their quarterback, Damon Williams, is a really good young quarterback. He's athletic. He's throwing the ball pretty good. The spread has dropped from 13.5 to 9.5. I know Washington's not going to win this game, but they very well could cover that spread. The FPI loves Ohio State, which of course it's going to 69-31. The over-under is 52.5. If I was betting, I'd pick the over here. But we're making picks. We ain't taking the easy way out, y'all. I'll take Ohio State to cover. I think they win by 10. So they cover by half a point. Crazy stuff happens out in Washington, y'all. When you travel across the country, weird shit happens. Washington is one of the most underrated places, home environments in the country, y'all. They're literally up there with a lot of these SEC stadiums. Nobody talks about them because they're not being good besides a couple of years when DeBoer was there. But it's going to be tough for Ohio State to go in there, y'all. They obviously have more talent. They're probably better at every single position on the field. But they've not been tested on the road yet. They do have a redshirt freshman quarterback. Going on the road in a hostile environment against a really good coach team. I'm still taking them to cover, but I don't think this game's going to be a blowout. I think it'll be close. I think Ohio State will pull away eventually, win by 10. It would not surprise me at all if Washington covers, though. I'm telling you, traveling from coast, not really coast to coast, because Ohio State's on the coast. That's still a good ways to travel. You're in 2-hour different time zone. You're at a place where the fans get rowdy. A lot of SEC fans don't want to believe it. Washington is one of the probably a top 10 environment in the country, y'all. So Ohio State to cover. If I'm betting it, I'm just going to bet the over. And I like to do alternate spreads, y'all. So if I was going to do an alternate spread on a parlay, I would move that line to about 14.5. That way, Ohio State can win by 2 touchdowns, and you still win if you pick Washington. Up next, this game got a little spicy, y'all, after the news this week. Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin. LSU. The FBI loves Ole Miss in this game. I think it's absolutely crazy that FPI's that high. But the over-under is 55.5. Lane Kiffin said to bet the over, y'all. That's from the man's mouth. So it comes out this week. They're favored by 2.5. Ole Miss is. Comes out this week that Lane Kiffin's daughter is dating LSU's linebacker. Why she gotta wait till this week for it to come out? Is she trying to give her daddy some extra motivation? I don't know. I'm taking Ole Miss, y'all. I'll do what Kiffin says and take the over. He's going to try to put points up on LSU, y'all. Nobody's put points on LSU this year. But they ain't really played a good offense yet either. Don't let people fool you. Oh, they played Clemson. Oh, they played Florida. 2 overrated teams. That's offenses that have sucked this year. Clemson barely scored on Syracuse. Tennessee put 45 on Syracuse. Clemson scored 10 against LSU. They scored 24 against Georgia Tech. Florida's barely made it in the – have they made it in the 20s this year besides their first game against Long Island? They scored 7 against Miami. They scored 10 against LSU. Who else did they? South Florida. No, they didn't score 20 in any of them games. So it's not like it's just LSU's defense doing it to them, y'all. Does LSU probably have a really good defense this year? I think they're way improved. But I don't think they played a passing attack yet like Ole Miss. So, take the over. Take Ole Miss in the points. Lane Kiffin gives LSU and Brian Kelly the first loss of the year. Overrated Brian Kelly will always find a way to lose a few games. And this is the start of it. As much as I hate Kiffin, he's going to scheme some stuff up to put some points on his daughter's boyfriend at LSU. That's absolutely crazy, y'all. College football. You got to love it. You got to love college football. The crazy storylines you get. This one right here, y'all. This is the best bet of the week. No, I picked the wrong. This one's not the best bet. I do feel good about this one, though. If that spread would have stayed where it was, I'd really love it. It was 1.5 USC. Now it's up to 6.5. The FPI loves USC in this game. 73-27. The over-under is 60.5. I think USC covers. After what I seen from Illinois last week, I can't get it out of my head. Do they have a coach that has them bounce back? Or are they really just that overrated and Indiana exposed it? We're going to see this weekend, y'all. I like USC to win by 10-14. USC's looked really good this year. Their defense still a little suspect, but I'm not sure Illinois' offense is worth anything. Altmaier's a very good quarterback. They lost their running back in the portal over the offseason. Their wide receiver went to the NFL. I'm not sure they got the weapons for Altmaier to really succeed this year. I said Illinois is overrated coming into the season. Didn't think they were so overrated that Indiana would put 63 points on their head and beat them by 53. Like I said, I can't get that out of my head. Don't care if Illinois is at home. USC's traveling. That does make things wonky sometimes. The USC's already traveled across the country and played. It was either Purdue or Northwestern. So they already got a little experience in that. So I think they cover. I think they're just too talented for Illinois. Lincoln Riley's got a quarterback. His offense is humming. Brett Bielema is one of the most overrated coaches in football, too. I don't care what anybody says. He's up there, Brian Kelly. Let's see here. This is the best bet of the week. Bet the house on it. Bet your mortgage on it. This game started off at 3.5. It's up to 8.5. Indiana over Iowa. Iowa does have a good defense. Their PI loves Indiana, 78.5 to 21.5, basically. After watching Indiana last week and watching Iowa every year be a fundamentally sound team that can't throw the ball really, plays good defense, but they don't really have many athletes on their defense. They're just fundamentally sound. I think Indiana torches them, y'all. I think Indiana wins this game big. Probably by about 17-21. So that 8.5, I'd take it all day. I'd probably move that spread. Get you a better payout. I'd move it up to at least 13.5. Iowa State only beat Iowa by what was it? 7 or something, 10 maybe. Indiana's offense is for real, y'all. I don't think they're a national title contender, but I think against teams like Iowa and Illinois and Northwestern, teams like that, they're going to be scoring in the 40s and 50s. They did it last year. They're going to do it again this year. They got a better quarterback than they had last year. Mendoza is a damn good quarterback, y'all. He was good at Cal. He transfers to Indiana. Indiana's coach is a hell of a coach, y'all. I don't see him being at Indiana long. I think he's a smug, arrogant asshole, but damn, he's a damn good coach. He didn't even get a good head coaching job till he's in his late 50s, y'all. He got James Madison. Then Indiana hired him, and he said, Google me. All I do is win. And then what does he do? Win 10 damn games at Indiana, which nobody's ever done. And it looks like he's on path to win at least 9 or 10 again this year. Some big school come calling like Florida, Arkansas, somebody like that. Probably going to start, hey, you interested in leaving? You want to come coach some even better talent and see what you can do with it? It's coming, y'all. This one out here, this game, man, it's got me torn. If Auburn can block better for Jackson Arnold, I think they can win this game. They played way better against Oklahoma than I thought they would. Even with Jackson Arnold getting sacked 10 times, that game should have been probably an overtime type game. The refs gave Auburn up the ass. But hey, if that was Tennessee got done like that, I'd be ill as hell, y'all. Tennessee's had their fair share of screwings by the ref about every game. Last year, there was freaking like 13, 14 straight games that our opponents hadn't even got called for a freaking hold, y'all. Then you can watch a 4 or 5 minute video of James Pierce last year getting held almost every damn play. We're getting off track here, y'all. This game's at 3:30. The spread is Texas A&M 6.5. Over under's 52.5. Texas A&M's been putting up the points, y'all. Their defense has not looked good so far this year. They gave up some points. Can Auburn score enough? Auburn's defense has looked good, y'all. They held Baylor to 21 or 24. And Baylor scored some points this year. They didn't last week against Arizona State as much. Texas A&M's been scoring 40 every game. They've only really played one good team, and that's Notre Dame. And Notre Dame wouldn't consider them good right now. They're 1-2. I'll take Texas A&M to win because they're at home. I'm just going to take the money line on this one. I don't feel comfortable with that 6.5. So just give me Texas A&M money line. That 52.5, the over looks pretty good. I'm just going to take Texas A&M money line, y'all. I think Auburn's just not got a good enough offensive line to get me wins this year. I said Hugh Freeze will probably get fired this year. It's looking like it's very possible. This game right here, the wrong team is favored in this one. We can call this the upset pick of the week, too. Penn State's favored by 3.5. Over-under is 52.5. The FPI's leaning Penn State just barely. This game's at 7:30, y'all. We got two absolute bangers of games at 7:30. Penn State's going Penn State, y'all. James Franklin's going James Franklin. They're going to beat Northwestern. They're going to beat Purdue. They're going to beat everybody besides Ohio State, Oregon, maybe even USC. When they play top teams, they lose. And until they don't lose, I've been burned by them too many times. I picked them 2 years in a row against Ohio State. Didn't happen. I've watched it year after year after year, James Franklin there. When they play top 15 teams, they lose. So I'm taking Oregon. They make that upset pick number 2 because technically it's an upset. Oregon wins this game. There's somebody said, oh, well, what if Penn State runs for 250 yards? Well, they ran for 250 yards in the Big Ten championship game last year. Still lost. Until Drew Aller can make some plays in a big game, Penn State will lose them. And it's not just Aller. It's every quarterback they've had since James Franklin's been there. They look pretty good against bad competition. As soon as they play a top 15 team, they disappear. And Drew Aller, they played Villanova and a couple other scrubs this year. And his quarterback rating is 36% or something. They said his quarterback rating will be higher if he spiked the damn ball every play. And there's been Penn State fans saying, oh, we're just holding back until we play Oregon. Well, even if you're calling the most simple vanilla plays, and you're playing teams like Villanova, Drew Aller should have a quarterback rating way higher than that. I don't care how much you're holding back. Just your athletes compared to those teams' athletes should make Aller look good. I think Oregon wins this game by like 7-10. So that's upset pick number 2. If you're a Penn State fan, you watch this, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's true. I like James Franklin. I was wanting us to hire him before we got Heupel. Then we got Heupel. I loved it. Somebody with some offense. And he said in his first press conference, we're going to play elite defense. All that. But James Franklin is a good coach. He just can't get over the hump. He's not overrated. He's not underrated. He's just James Franklin. He's going to get you 9-10 wins a year. And he's going to lose to the two top teams he plays every year. That's just James Franklin. Until they do beat one of them, I'm not betting on them again. I've been burned by them. That one's technically the big matchup of the week because they're higher ranked, both highly ranked. But this one right here is my game of the week, y'all. You got Georgia. You got Alabama. It's in Georgia. The spread is down to 2.5, y'all. And you make money off that spread. Plus 110, you bet 20 on that, you're winning $41, $42. Alabama's on Georgia. Georgia's beat them one time in the last so many years, and that was in the national title game. Nick Saban's not there no more. Yes, they beat them last year with Kalen DeBoer. They jumped out to like a 35-point lead or 28 something. Georgia got back and took the lead. But Bama still got the win. This year's different, y'all. It's in the hedges. Georgia's fans, they're not known for being the rowdiest all the time, but when they have big games like this, they get up there with the best of them, y'all. That place is going to be rocking. I can't get Florida State out of my head when it comes to Bama. Georgia wins this game. Georgia covers. I think they win it by about 10 or 14, to be honest with you. I think they smack Bama in the mouth. Sorry, Bama fans. I hate it because Georgia done ruined my damn last 2 weeks. That damn heartbreaker we lost to them. But I think they whooped Bama by about 10 or 14. Kirby Smart shows Kalen DeBoer who the man is. Kirby struggled against Saban, you know. He's played DeBoer once. If DeBoer gets him, then I'll say I was wrong. But I don't see it happening. I think Kirby and Georgia win this game. I think they really dominated from start to finish. Bama hangs around, but they're never close enough. I mean, they'll be within 7 and stuff, but the way the game will flow, you're never going to think to yourself, Bama's going to win this game. That's how I feel about it. That's my picks for the week. I gave you 2 upset picks to get on. Put both them upset picks in a parlay together. It'd probably be like plus 400 or 500. Put $10 on it, win you $40, $50. I feel good about these picks, but all these games are so neck and neck, you never know. I feel really good about my best bet, yo. Indiana covering against Iowa. I feel really good about that. I don't see Iowa being able to score enough points in that game. Can't wait for Saturday. I'm ready for the Friday night games. That's 2 good Friday night games, y'all. If you're a college football junkie and you fiend for it like I do, you watch it when you get it. I don't really watch some action, but when I get some ACC and some Big 12 on Friday or Thursday night, I tune in. You got Thursday night NFL game night, I might watch a little bit of it. NFL's made it so hard to watch their games. It's on Prime, it's on this, it's on YouTube, it's on that. College football's starting to. You get Notre Dame and some Big Ten games on Peacock. I can't stand that shit. Keep our games on cable. Quit trying to price out the average damn fan on watching from home. You've already priced us out at the stadium, and I'm fine with that. As long as we're winning. As long as my team's winning, you can price me out of the stadium. But if you price the average fan out watching at home, that's going to be just another domino towards college football falling off. I hope it don't happen. y'all got a little uncalled for rant at the end of the video to end it off. If you ain't already, y'all do it for me. You know what it is. Smash that thumbs up. Get in that comment section. Hit that bell. Go open it all. I'm bringing you everything you need to know every week. All you got to do is sit down for 20 or 30 minutes a day, watch me, and you're going to be the man or the woman or whatever at the water cooler with your buddies, with whoever. You're going to be the one with the knowledge. They're going to be the ones that every avid sports fan hate that tries to talk sports, but they don't know nothing about it. Thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. I appreciate everybody that watches, everybody that subscribes, everybody that comments, everybody hits that like button. God bless y'all, and go Vols.